Hi everyone, hello there. I'm just wondering if the lighting was working okay. Just let me spin it around. Hope you're all well. How are you this evening? So what I'm going to do is while I'm kind of fiddling with the camera and getting it all kind of right here, just bear with me. So I hope you're all coping okay with what's going on in the world. And as I promised, I would come back and and do some reading. So this is Ask Me Anything. Ask me any question. Back to the routine of what we normally do. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to, while we're waiting for people here. Hi everyone. While we're waiting, I'm going to do a daily reading. So I want to keep to the routine while we're on this lockdown. Okay, and kind of read individually for us. Collectively, but individually, whoever this is kind of reaching out to. So hi everyone. So I've got this like monster kind of deck here, which is the Rider-Waite deck. And this is live, so anything could happen live. It's a live show. So let's have a look here from this Rider-Waite deck for the daily read today, the daily read. And if you are waiting for any kind of personal readings, or if you're waiting for the horoscopes, the April tarot scopes, which I'm going to be bringing out in the next few days, is because what's been happening in the world currently. I've had to move from one side of the country to the other, and in between that I've had to keep going with these readings, trying to keep up with your personal readings as well as the channels. So you may have seen a little bit of a slowdown there, but it's just because of what's happening around us. Okay, so I'm going to get back on track the next few days. Okay, so don't worry about that. So let's have a look at the daily read. Let's have a look daily read for today for all of us. I did pick that energy. I think that's why I said that there's like a lot of catching up to do. Seems to be a lot of catching up to do. For some of you, with having lots of people at home, it could seem as if it's harder work at home than it is when you actually go to work. I don't know what that means, whether that's because you've got your children at home, or whether, you're having to, your partner feels like they've kicked up their shoes off and put their feet up, and they're on holiday, or it seems like their brain is saying that they're on holiday, but they're not on holiday. It feels like holiday, but it's not holiday. And what do we do on these days off? How do we? I just feel that the last week or so, many husbands, partners, have kind of, or even the ladies here have thought, well, we're on holiday. What we're going to do to fill our time up here? And it may be down to the wives or the mothers to work out what we're going to do on a daily basis. So for some of us, it's actually worked out even harder work than it would be if you was actually going out to work. So keep that in mind. Also keep in mind why you're so damn exhausted. It's like juggling what the changes are at the moment, as well as, all of this that's going around, this adjustment that's going around at the moment. So there's a little bit of confusion here. There's exhaustion too. I'm picking up exhaustion, wondering where the hell have I got this exhaustion from when I'm actually not doing anything and I'm at home. And it just feels as if I do get a sense of somebody kicking off their shoes thinking, well, I'm on holiday. So, you know, and that kind of mindset, and you kind of running around doing the work and thinking, hang on a minute, I'm doing the work of like 2 or 3 people here. I might as well be at damn work. You know, that kind of energy. That's what's coming through here. So keep that in mind. Exhaustion, because you are thinking about the greater good and what's going on in the world. And especially if you're an empath, because you absorb all these energies, and you're thinking, I can understand why that person is not able to adapt to this. So yeah, I can see that, and I'll try to you know, support this person, support the family, support the children, to try to adapt into this as much as I can, because it's all confusing. But the thing is what about you? Who is doing that for you? Who is actually doing this for you, getting you to feel, and you get the grandparents, the in-laws saying, you have to do this, you have to adapt your children around. Who else is going to do this? So you feel as if this is all your responsibility. So I feel this energy of, you know, tiredness, exhaustion, and all that kind of thing because of what's happening around us. And please, if you're the one with the children and the husband who feels like they're on holiday, be kind to yourself, because what's going on around you is not down to you. It's not down to you. And you have a right to stand up and say, look, I know you're not kind of adapting to this, but neither am I. You know, this has never happened in our lifetimes, and it never seems like, you know, in the last lifetime. So don't kind of blame this and put this on me as a responsibility. I'm just saying, this is the energies I'm getting through. So girls, if you're, or men, if you're taking the responsibility of trying to adapt to this crazy kind of world here, crazy world out there, and it's all down to you, then you have to stop and say, hey, even to your children, hey, this is something, you know, we're all worried about, and I'm trying my best to get us to adapt to this, but I don't even know what's going on. You know, so I do get that. I do get that energy of tiredness and exhaustion. When is, you know, when are we going to queue up for the supermarket? When are we going to do this? When are we going to do that? So this is going to come through on the daily read, guys, because this is, you know, the energies that are around us. So I can't escape this, and I can't even say the word. If I say the word, I will get demonetized. There's been lots of complaints about that to YouTube too. If I use the C word or even the V word, I will not get monetized. So I'm just saying, this is the energies that are coming through, and exhaustion. For some of you, you feel like you're on free fall, you know, free fall, and you don't know where you're going to land, and it's that kind of thing for many of us. Okay, so hi everyone, and I'm just doing the daily reading, and unfortunately, this CV, I'm going to call it CV, like curriculum vitae, but CV, okay, I'm calling it that. It will come into the readings, and I want to keep this very upbeat, as upbeat as I can, but this is what's coming through. Okay, this exhaustion for the daily read. Could we have the daily read? In fact, I don't feel I need to pull any cards out here for the daily read. Hi everyone, how are you? And let's just have a look before I do pull some cards out for the daily read. Hi, I hope you're well. So let's have a look here. Prussian Millionaire, you guys in the UK are completely locked down now. I think so. I think, in other words, we are. We're allowed, there's a very big, there seems to be a curfew anyway, but it's like in a polite way because it's British. It's like, It's like you're allowed to go out for exercise, but for no longer than 30 minutes, okay? You're only allowed to go out with your partner or somebody that you're in kind of lockdown with, not isolation, not, if you've got, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. If you've got the CV, you're not allowed to move out of your house. And there's voluntary workers, these voluntary workers have now been brought in to deliver boxes of food which are left outside of your home, and then you collect them if you've got the CV, okay, or maybe got that. But if you don't have any kind of symptoms, you're allowed to have 30 minutes exercise outside alone. And then you can go in as a couple if it's your partner and you're doing this together, but no more than 2 people for 30 minutes. And I think they've said that, quote me if I'm wrong, I feel they've said that too for the supermarkets. So you can go to the supermarket, but you queue up for more than 30 minutes, don't you? So you can go to some supermarkets for no more than 30 minutes. So I'm guessing from the queue, or is that inside? When you get inside? I don't know. So it says 30 minutes, then out, then back home. So I guess we are on lockdown. We are on lockdown. I can't, how can you say it? Maybe with a little bit of freedom just to go shopping. I would call it lockdown. I would call it complete lockdown. What about you guys in the USA? I'm getting mixed messages here that you guys in the US may not be in lockdown, which is a bit concerning, I feel. It's a bit concerning that we have actually got like government kind of, adverts flashing up in between with the minister, one of the health ministers, with a very stern look on his face, warning us that we can only go out for 30 minutes and we can only, we have to stay indoors. So this is lockdown. I guess this is what you call lockdown. We have been gradually kind of, helped, if you like, very kind of politely into lockdown. So yeah, we're all having to stay at home, and this is why we're here talking like this. And hi everyone, lovely to see you, and great to see some familiar names there, and it's lovely to see you. I hope you're all doing well, okay, through this crisis, which is very bizarre, isn't it? It's like I said, it's like a blockbuster movie. So what's that? I am in Iowa. Yeah, please call it CV, or for some reason YouTube are taking videos down. I think it's their algorithms that are taking it down, and they're not putting monetization. So please call it CV. Okay. So I'm in Iowa, and the Midwest only not 6% had CV. And one person in, okay, well, that's really good. Well, it's not good that that person passed, but I don't think it's good that anyone passes because of the CV at all. But I mean, how can you say that's good? You can't say it's good, but I think ours has reached over the 1,000 mark now of people that have passed. It's not surprising because we had people that just would not go indoors. They would not go indoors. They were in groups and all these kind of things, and still going to the bars and all that quite late, which I feel should have been shut a long time ago. But hey, that's the government. They made that much. But the people who've passed now are over 1,000, which is quite startling, considering last week it was about 200. Yeah. Yeah, that you've got many states, haven't you, in America, and I suppose more states than either. Oh, hi, Verna. How are you? Lovely to see you, Verna. Lovely to see you. I'm Prussian Millionaire, and I am looking forward to doing your reading, Prussian Millionaire too. I'm looking forward to doing that. I know you're ready to have that reading quite soon. Okay, yeah, 50 states in America. So that's a big old country, isn't it? Isn't that a big old country? I mean, look at England. We're a small little island. And we've got over 1,000 passed, okay, which I'm not going to say the D word because I don't like that. And I won't get monetized if I mention the D word. So just be careful your wording in the chat room. I know this is crazy, but I feel that YouTube are kind of running on logarithms or something to pick out what they feel is not appropriate. There's nobody doing this manually because, you know, nobody in the offices kind of thing. So just be careful of your wording. I don't want my my channel to be taken down because that would take forever to get back because it's such a difficult time at the moment. So, and there's also that too. YouTube creators have got to be careful of very treading on eggshells at the moment because your channel could be taken down by some computer system, and there's no one manning the systems, only a very skeleton kind of staff because they're all doing it from home. So all of these things, okay. So yeah, an awful lot to juggle. And I feel with this daily read, I'll go back to the daily read. With this daily read, I feel that it is so exhausting. Although we're trying to keep calm on the surface and we're just, you know, lying on the sofa or doing the spring cleaning at home or doing the gardening, which is great because you're catching up on your gardening, trying to pass the time, spring cleaning, whatever you're doing, sewing your clothes, the holes in your socks, doing some sewing, knitting, whatever you're doing at home. Please let us know too in the chat what you've decided to do to pass the time. Let's talk about that too. Anybody got any ideas how to pass the time? I must admit, the time is passing quite quickly for me. I'm juggling a number of things at the moment, and I will keep you, you know, up to date with that, up to speed with what's happening with me. I'm looking maybe going back into nursing. That's in the pipeline, but like anything else, it also gets lost into the system because so many people, you know, the government's organising people to return to help with this crisis. So there's that too. I've got that going, and how to get back on to the nursing register and all that's in the pipeline too at the moment for me. Also, on lockdown, where do you go on lockdown? You know, you can't go visiting families and things like that. Some people are on their own on lockdown. So please let us know too if you're on your own on lockdown. If you are on lockdown, are you in lockdown in the USA? And let us know about that, okay? So with the daily read, I would say that it's so much to do with exhaustion, wondering where that exhaustion is coming from. That's coming from the daily read. Renata, hi there. Renata, that's too big. Okay, too big a question for a mini reading. If you do super chat like that, it has to be a very mini reading, like just one question, specific question about something. That's too broad. In fact, for me to do a reading for you like that, I would not be able to do it justice with like 5 minutes on that, okay? We're all kind of wondering too what's going to happen to us in 2020. I understand that, okay. But can you ask just a shorter, I don't want to questions on, am I going to survive? Am I going to anything like that about the CV? Because I just don't want a list of questions on the CV. Okay, I'm trying to, although we're talking about it, I don't want individual questions about that. Okay. because we're all in the same boat, and you know, and I don't want to go into that on the super chats. So Renetta, thank you. I appreciate, but you can always come for personal reading, a private reading. I've got amazing offers at the moment. I'll tell you here now, $25 for 30 minutes. If you want to come for a personal reading, Renata, I can go into that for you. But for a super chat, that is too short, okay, to answer that. So ask me another question, and I'll gladly answer just a very short question. So, hi everyone, and I hope you're well. Verna, you're on lockdown. Okay, well, we're here. We're supporting each other. Okay, the safest place is indoors at the moment. Okay, and there's lots of entertainment on YouTube too. And you're doing boring paperwork, Helen. Oh, bless. And Verna, you do your arts and crafts while you're at home, and you have homework assignments for school. It's okay. Oh, bless. So I'm happy. Traffic is like 40 years ago. Well, I was thinking that too, actually, Helen. When I went shopping, and I went in my car, it reminded me when I was in France last year, and I don't know out of the cities, obviously out of Paris and places like that, the roads are like empty. And the small villages have just cars going in and out, not like loads and loads of traffic. And I just felt, wow, this is great, because it feels like France. It feels like France, like open big spaces, and there's no cars on the roads, and not like crowds of people walking around. And that's what I felt. It felt very kind of semi-rural. So yeah, I kind of understand that it's like back years ago, where there were not a lot of traffic. You're right there, yeah. Yeah, so thank you everyone for coming here. Okay, in Perth, Australia. Hi from Perth. How are you? How are you doing over there? You lovely Australians. In Perth, Australia is in lockdown. My son was due to get married last Saturday. Oh, I'm sorry about that. And was cancelled 36 hours before due to the new government restrictions. Oh, okay. I think it's upsetting, that kind of thing. And I don't need to tell you this, but it's like, it's something you're going to have to say to yourself, okay, oh, well, we can, try to keep it upbeat and like, we'll rearrange this when this is over. And it's going to be possibly it was, something we can do better. I think there are people trying to get married in this lockdown. I don't know how they're doing that. I think most weddings would have been postponed. I'm so sorry for you guys that are getting married and all this kind of thing, and also giving birth to children. Giving birth. How many people are allowed in the birthing room? Like the midwife, the mother, the family, the father. How many people are allowed in? And also visiting in the hospital, visiting the baby, because, the families like to get together. There's also Easter too. We're not going to be able to get together for Easter. There's going to be I feel people are hoping, and they asked me this question, are we able to have family get-togethers over Easter? Well, I have to say no, I think this is no, and it's something. It's a religious day, and it's we do get together and we have celebrations over Easter, but this will have to be a very small affair between between parents and children and that kind of thing. There'll be no church services. This is going to be a big no. Okay, so it's something we're going to have to accept. But we need to support each other, and we have to, we have to stay indoors. And this is what we're doing. We're staying indoors, and we're doing this, and this is great. Okay, we're sharing our stories too. But I'm sending you lots of love, lots of protection. I don't want any of my community to have anything, any illnesses or anything like that. So please do what they say and stay indoors and for as long as we can. Okay. Now, I did predict that this would go on for some time last week. I said that I predicted that this was not going to be like a 2-week or 3-week affair. It was going to be longer than that. And I proved that predictions come true, because it's looking as if it's going to be 6 months, guys, 6 months. So, and then I predicted too, there'll be testing first before everyone will be tested before. That is a sensible thing to do. It sounds outrageous that they will have lots of testing stations everywhere, and it'd be like some kind of, you're watching a movie that this is happening, but this is what's going to, I predict that this is what's going to be happening. You will all have to go to a testing station to get tested before you are allowed back out freely. That's what I pick up. Okay, because people are saying, how are they going to do this? How are they going to let us back into society and get the economy going again? Well, I predict here that it'll be 6 months. And then after that, I think the 6 months thing is to not overload the hospitals, the health services, and things like this. It's going to cause a world recession, but they're putting the world recession on the back burner because people's health and well-being comes first. Okay, what do they put first? Do they put people first, or they put money first? And they have to put the people first. So it will be, I predict that yes, it's going to be some time before we're allowed to have our lives back. And I predict that it will start in 6 months. People will start to be tested to see if they've had it or got it or anything like that. If you've not got it and you've had it and you're immune to that, you will be able to go out into the system. If you've got coronavirus, obviously not. You'll still be put back into quarantine. Okay, so that's how I feel, how I predict that they are going to. Another thing that I predict, remember this, Bill Gates. Okay, and I feel there's also a little bit of a cartel war here. I shouldn't have said war. I won't get monetized for that now. I feel Bill Gates, China, a little bit of a thing going there. I will cover that on Patreon. I'm sorry if I've not put anything on Patreon for a week. It's because I'm also sorting out my own life here. But I am looking at that. I think I will do that tonight while that is fresh on my brain. I am predicting something's going on with this vaccine or a medication or a tablet, okay, or a capsule that is in the, I feel that China's already discovered that, and they discovered that a while ago, which if you want to know about that on Patreon, please do. What I predicted, what I see intuitively. Now, I can't do that here. I'm not allowed to. As you know, YouTube are very strict because they got sued. They got sued, remember? YouTube got sued for too many controversial things being allowed on their platform. So now they're very cautious about what's been said. So we have to be careful with our wording. But on Patreon, it's my patrons that actually pay, donate to me. So I will say anything for my patrons, okay? So so that's what I'm getting, is that I will do the uncut readings on Patreon if you want to know more about this little bit of Bill Gates's looking at financing, looking at bringing out this vaccine or this capsule to for this CV, and also China. I feel they've already got that. Why have they cleared all of their? I'm not trying to scaremonger here, but why have China eradicated their CV? And then suddenly they're helping the world. It's like they now have the power to help the rest of the world, but you give me the money for these vaccines, for these capsules, or whatever this is. So that's going to come, which will be a good news. Okay, I did predict this is going to be good news in a month's time. There's going to be this, but this has been in the pipeline, remember, for some time. So let's have a look here at your comments. Hi there. Ali Perth, we are doing well, as my son said. We can only go up from here. Yes, here in Perth, government has placed restrictions on Easter, and not even family get-togethers. Yeah, I think we can expect that. I think we can expect that. You receive fines. Yeah, well, let's accept it, guys. We're trying to save lives. Trump just announced that the US won't pay for H&M. Yeah, and I'm also going to cover that on this show. I've got that here. I've got it to so we can discuss that too. Miriam, I am doing, if you want a super chat, if you want me to stop here, do a super chat for your own little reading, that's fine, okay. But don't ask me if you're going to survive or am I going to cope through this. I'm not going to answer about the CV, okay. But anything else, that's fine. So that's really good. I think it's a really positive thing. In a way, we have to look at the positive in this. This has brought the world together because we're all experiencing this, aren't we? As a collective, as a whole. And you're talking about the same thing in Australia. You're talking about the same thing in America as we're talking about in England. So, it's bringing us all together as a unit and kind of working together for this to work through this. So isn't this a strange kind of phenomena, don't you feel? That we're all, it's the same thing that we're all going through. As we're sitting at home in this lockdown, how we are all going through the same situation, no matter where we are in the world. Doesn't that sound... please don't tell me we've got Charles here. Oh, no. Hope not. Let's have a look here. Thank you, Lisa Lewis, but I don't know why you're filling my chat up. I think you're trying to take over my chat, so I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to get rid of you. I know when I get trolls and what they look like. Okay. So sorry, guys, if you feel that's a bit harsh, but sometimes we get people that compete thinking that I'm taking away their people, their viewers. It's ridiculous. And I don't care about that. I just don't want people to come and troll my chat. So please go away, chat's okay. There's room for everybody on YouTube. Sorry, trolls. So House of Desi, another troll, okay, is saying, please don't sell fear. Am I selling fear? You see, they just want attention. They're sat at home. And you're going to also get, so there you go. So anybody here, Verna, if you see any troll, please knock them off, please. So hi, everyone. Hi. Thank you, Elise. Thank you for your donation. Thank you so much. because I don't get much from YouTube anymore, and I'm kind of doing this, basically for nothing. So any kind of super chats or any kind of thing like that is great. Thank you so much. So going back to if anybody does want a super chat mini reading, please. Also, we're doing that tonight too. So let's get along with this daily read. So I did get exhaustion, not knowing why we've got this why we're getting this exhaustion. I feel it's under the surface. I feel it's under the surface. It's something that is there. We don't realize that we are worrying about this. We're trying to take our minds away from this, okay, which we're doing this very successfully. We are taking our minds off this, absolutely. But it helps to know that we've got all these people on here that we're all in the same boat. We're all in the same boat. Absolutely. And it helps to know that I'm sitting at home and I'm actually going through exactly the same as what you are in a different kind of way. Okay, so it helps us to know and to see a familiar face, a familiar name on the chat. So, it helps. And if anybody here thinks it's funny to come here as a troll and start to make trouble, please, we're going through some kind of world crisis and we're trying to take our minds off things. So please don't come with your controversial attacks, okay? It's not necessary. Just be nice and just join in with the chat. That's all I'm asking you to do. We don't need that today. We don't need that in the future either. So let's have a look here. So we don't need negative energy. Okay, I don't want to be attacked as a creator. I don't want you coming on my chat attacking me, because I'm used to that and I take no notice of it. But please, don't spoil the chat. You will get blocked if you do. Hi, Elise. So, hi, Yvonne. I have cut off contact with a guy I feel connected with. Okay. How does he feel about it, if anything? Well, what I pick up here instantly, Elise, is that you've cut off contact, I feel, before this CV and this lockdown and this kind of thing, and you cutting off around the same time. It feels like a double whammy, it feels like a double whammy. I understand why you did this. I feel you had no choice to do this. I feel you went no contact because you don't want this behavior anymore. I feel this is a good lesson to actually give this person here. It's a harsh lesson. And he may think, well, how could you do this at this time when we need to support each other? But you did this, I feel, before. So I get he's feeling even more kind of isolated, Elise. He's actually feeling, and I'm going to pull out some cards here for you. He's actually feeling even more alone. Although there is family members, there are family members, I think he is actually alone. I pick up here that he is alone. And this is making it miss you even more because he's alone. So I'll just pick a card out, Elise. Well, how is this boyfriend, this partner that she's cut off here feeling? Well, he was the magician. Yeah, it was the magician, and you did this for a reason. You did this for a reason, and he was immature and a player and a little bit of a magician, and you did this. But he's kind of now, he's not very stable. I don't get him very stable either. He's not very grounded. I don't get he's grounded, and this is why you ended this. Okay, the Death card. You ended this because he's a magician, he's immature, and he's not even grounded. You did the right thing. It seemed like you were always defending yourself with that person. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you had any other choices. I even feel that you may have felt there was a third party involved here too. So let me know, Elise, if any of this is resonating with you and you fell out of love from this guy, okay, which is the Ace of Cups in reverse. You fell out of love with this guy. And I get a fire sign, may not be a fire sign, but he's in reverse, a little bit manipulative. Sounds a bit of a nightmare, actually. I feel you've done the right thing, but how is he feeling? Does he miss you? I feel he's getting his just desserts. He's getting his just desserts. You know, he's now like this, which is pretty much in despair, alone in this time of crisis. Now, don't feel sorry for this guy, okay? Because, you know, this is why we have partners. This is why we have trust, and this is why we show commitment to people, because when the bad times roll, you want somebody there when the bad times roll. So this is why you walked away. Wow, Elise, I don't blame you. So at the moment he is despairing because he's on his own, okay? And you have to leave him there to live in that sewer of like, yeah, you treat somebody like that, you're on your own. You're on your own if you treat somebody like that. And you tell them in a different way, and you have done it in a different way, okay? So I feel he's very much on his own, thinking of you on his own, okay? Thank you, JC, for your donation. And I will come to your question in a minute. Thank you for your super chat. So let me have a look here. I'll just pull a love card out for you. Oh, no. No, this is the angel answer cards, okay? Angel answers. So I'll pull out an angel answer card for you, Elise. Okay, I get so much energy here from this situation, and forgiveness. In these times of crisis here, there's a lot of forgiveness going on, and this is what you're thinking: should I forgive this person, or should they forgive you? Is this a big lesson to, like, you mess me about, you end up alone, and you've got nobody to support you through this, and, you know, and all this kind of thing? Yeah, I do get, like, forgiveness. I feel you may actually, but he needs to let go of the control issues. He needs to let go of the control issues. And then there would be some forgiveness. That he has to kind of step back out of this like dominating role with you, and actually and work on this, because yeah, okay, that's what I get with you, Elise. Okay, I hope that's helped you there. Let me know if that has. It'd be great to know. Hi, JC. Let's have a look. Hi, Yvonne. Will my TF and I come out of no contact and into union this year, please, and thanks. Okay, TF, will you come back together? JC, will you come back together? And I think it's similar to the last reading I've done in terms of forgiveness. Okay. I feel that you thought it was going to be like this, JC. the 10 of Cups, which is happiness, family, you know, that kind of American dream kind of thing. But it isn't. It's in reverse, and it's the opposite to that. But you thought it would be like that. Now, why do I get this person loves lots of drama, loves, you know, you try to keep things upbeat and happy, going down, skipping down, and this person, I get toxic, a toxic person that does not want to have a happy, they want the, you know, the drama of like some soap opera. Oh God, you don't need somebody like that, really. And it's like they just need this to get, it's why this is complicated. And I have to say to you, JC, if you want a personal reading, please come for a personal reading, because I think I could delve in quite deep here for you. I get that this person wants to go down this road of being toxic. He actually quite likes it, drama. You will start a very intellectual conversation, and they will turn it and twist it into something that's that is into an argument. And this is, you will kind of notice this after a while. I think you have noticed it. And why do people do that? Can anybody tell me in the chat here, why do people, when they find themselves a great partner who is trusting, who would never cheat on them, who would you know, who's going to be loyal to them, who would be a great partner for them, who is very peaceful, very you know, a peacemaker, an empath, why would anybody just want to know that that person is like that, but just want to create drama, constant drama, and turn something that's good into bad, into darkness? I often wonder this about people, and I do pick this up for you, JC. And I do get that people actually, narcissists, JC, I feel this person may have a little bit of narcissism, because narcissists find it hard to feel anything, because they push all their feet. Oh, some kind of psychopath. I'm not saying it's a psychopath, but they find it so difficult to feel anything. So what these people do, and you notice this is alarming, and it's something that is trying to put my finger on it. If anybody has any idea why this happens, please put your comments to help with the community. They push all their emotions down. They don't feel love properly. They don't feel love for themselves. They don't feel that feeling of putting things right. You know, like, I'll put this right. This needs to be put right, and it needs to be put in the right perspective here, so everybody feels happy. They don't have that concept. So when you're trying to put something right, a narcissist will twist it around, because they want to feel something, and they want to feel something. So anything that you can give them, they will want to feel. So they create drama and extremes to see you cry, to see you anxious, to see you a total mess, to see your hair falling out with alopecia, to see all that, to see you decay. Why? Because they're feeling something. They're feeling, I am actually doing this to this person. I have the power to do this. crazy. It's crazy, and that, you know, these people are empty shells. They really are. Look, I have to say, JC, I did pick up this person is your twin flame, but there are kind of issues there. Okay, it's like creating drama to make this bond stronger. Create drama, create passion, create, you know, let's live life. I don't want to sit bored just watching TV and having romantic movies on the TV all the time. Let's create drama and let's create this bond. This is what narcissists are. They're absolutely screaming mad, okay? And when you have been with somebody like this, you'll start to see that, God, they're just creating arguments and drama for no reason at all. Why? Just so they can get that fix. Yeah, and while they're getting their fix and you're so desperately trying to juggle everything, keeping it in balance, they just want it in balance. They want to have it out of balance like this. So JC, I picked that up for you. In fact, I've forgotten what your question is now because it took me down that road. So let's have a look. What was your question? No contact. The way to go. No contact. I feel, yeah, definitely this could come together later on after all these crises. How are you? And how did it go? I'm just asking, kind of thing. Yeah. So if you do want your own personal reading, go deeper with that, because it can take you into labyrinths and things like that to come out of the other end, you know. So please do. I have got offers on at the moment. So lucky lady, hi there, lucky lady. Oh, thank you for your donation. Lucky lady, if you do a super chat, if you can put your little message on the super chat, that would be good. Hi Yvonne, can you tell me if things will improve in my relationship this year? Oh, there's a lot of relationships seems to be what I'm picking up here. Look, this is coming in straight away. There's a lot of relationships that are hitting a brick wall this year. It's like, kind of thing, that energy. And it's like, well, life's too short. And again, I feel it's this CV that's making us feel like life is too damn short, you know. And I don't need this drama. I don't need this this immature craziness here. I don't need these tantrums anymore. Life's too damn short. This is not living to me. It's torture. Okay, for you. You may be getting off on this. It's making you feel good. It gives you that kind of feeling, that energy. I'm getting energy from you. But for you, I feel it's not. It's not, you know. And I feel this is happening for many people. So let me put... Yeah, I know. I can feel you're going through it. And again, another lady that I could dig deep here with and help you on that journey. Again, the same thing is like this energy. I can't do with your tantrums no more. I can't do with your immaturity anymore. I did not invest into this. I invested into that lie that you told me. That lie that you told me at the beginning, that roses round the door and all of that. I bought into that investment. I knew this is how this has turned out. So is there going to be improvements? You're going to have to do this no contact too, I think, lucky lady. Go with the other lady, what she's doing, because I just feel that you have to go no contact. You have to show this person you be on your damn own. You be on your damn own through this CV. And you then realize why I'm here. You then realize what partnerships and commitments are all about, because I get the Lovers in reverse. The Lovers are in reverse. This is not love. It's not love. It's not love. Because love is you stand by each other in times of bad and good. This is not love. And there's too much, and it makes me angry because there's too much of this going around. This playing around and this magician and this dodging the bullet and all this kind of thing. There's too much of this going around. And I'm tired of it too. But I feel you've gone through it. I know you've gone through it, Lady Luck. It comes out there, that card, the Lover's card in reverse, says it all, okay. The way to change this or turn this around, let him go through that CV all alone, okay, all alone. And if you've got Facebook or anything like that, just because that's what they'll be looking at, sitting at home, they'll be looking at their Facebook to see how well you're doing, how you're getting along here, and you make out that you're so chilled back, you've got it all together, how this is, just do that. And this person here will start to sit back and look at you, and looking at you on Facebook saying, I couldn't work that woman out. I couldn't work her out. I still can't work her out. Well, I'll tell you what, if they haven't got if they haven't got the withal or whatever you call it in America, if they haven't got the brains to actually say to themselves, I would really like to get to know that woman properly, who they really are, instead of making my own damn narrative up about women and about this woman. I should really know who that person is inside out. And if I don't, I'm living a lie. I'm living a lie. So, lucky lady. Sorry for getting carried away there, but lucky lady, listen. Tell me how I can improve my relationship this year. Just go no contact. And let that person go through that CV all alone. And then, it's like lessons. It's lessons in life. When you needed me, you let me go. And I'm not there when you need me. And I feel that's the only way to change this relationship, because you have been through it too, and is to show that you're so got it together, that you're so kind of know how to get through this strong as a strong person, and show that person what they're letting go. And that's the only way you can turn this around, okay? And is it right to have the CV? No, it's not right to have the CV. This thing it's not great. But going through this alone in quarantine or whatever, self-isolation alone must be a damn nightmare. But it's their fault, okay? It's their fault. I hope that's answered your question. Shayla, hi there, everyone, and lovely to see you. Anybody got any kind of idea of any advice to share with these lovely people? Please do. Okay, please do. Shayla Tucker, hi there. Thank you for your donation. Hi, Vandy. How are you? Lovely to see you. Is it safe to travel to Virginia with the V? I'd have to say no, okay? I'd have to say no, flat no. That's my opinion. I'm going to do an angel card for you. And let's ask the angel cards. Is it safe? Anybody else got any input for Shayla? Is it safe for Shayla to travel to Virginia with this CV? Is it safe to travel? Although the trains are still running, you can still stay apart. But I don't know about your country. We're not allowed to travel in England and most of Europe. I'm sure that will apply to you in America. So are you safe? I feel you want to travel. Okay, what I'm picking up here. You want to travel to Virginia. If it's in a car, maybe so. If it's on a train, maybe not. Because I feel, Virginia, you want to be with someone. That's what I'm picking up here. You want to be close to someone during this time. So, yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. So if it's in a car, if your government is saying you can travel, our government is saying you can't travel, you stay off the roads, you stay in your house, and you actually stay, you're allowed out for 30 minutes per day out of your house. Now, if they're not saying that in America yet, then I guess so. But if it's, yeah, I guess so. They're just worried in case you get ill on that journey to Virginia, then what? Then what? You're sort of in limbo. So, so let's have a look. What is the universe, the angels saying here? Is it safe for you to travel to Virginia? Let's pull out a card. I'm getting. I said a big no because I thought I could see you on a train. And I pulled out improving health. And I feel that this kind of lockdown or this kind of safe distancing and all that kind of thing is to improve health. It's kind of looking at improving health rather than you traveling is the best thing. And it's saying you will be able to travel a year from now. You will be able to travel freely a year from now. That's what this is saying. So I would say no. Okay, with that answer. So let's continue. Hi there, Libby. How are you? Hi there, Vandy. Lovely to see you. Some lovely kind of familiar names. And if you're new, you're welcome. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So we've got lots of people here giving you advice if you're going through this relationship splitting while we've got the CV. What do? I think Libby's saying there they don't love themselves, so they project their misery onto other. In your opinion. So hi everyone, and lovely to see you, Elise. Thank you. This all rings true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know whether to say what's coming through, because sometimes it can be a bit kind of, oh, I didn't expect that. But this is what comes through. And hello, Elaine. How are you? Yeah. So yeah, absolutely fine. Highlight. They normally lack intelligence and rather say, I need help. They hide behind a mask. So a sociopath said once that compassion is a gift. I thought, wow, this is a sociopath. Yeah, controllers. Yeah. So yeah, quite an interesting subject, isn't it? This kind of narcissism, a lack of empathy, lack of compassion. A big red flag. Okay, if you're talking about something like, oh, isn't it sad, all these people passing because of the CV, or they're like, well, it happened. It's happened. Really kind of not the kind of reaction you would expect, and you get a reaction like quite they're really kind of unsure, like how they should react, and it's like searching, well, how do I react to this, uh, and even making excuses up for that, saying, well, I reacted like that because I didn't want to panic, so I reacted like that. Not a natural kind of authentic way to react to something that's kind of, to most people, quite moving. That's a big red flag. And then I think, I feel when you do recognize somebody either on the spectrum of that kind of sociopathic or narcissistic, they've usually got parents like that. And you notice that, and you start to step back and say, well, that's not natural to not feel. And they usually are attracted to over kind of exuberant types that express their passion. Somebody who's really passionate, who shows it in their eyes and their expressions, and narcissists try to emulate that. They copy it. They look and they copy your expressions. That's what they do. That's what they do. And when you see that, because you will see it in the end, it's like you kind of wake up to it and you think, okay, I've actually got somebody who is mentally disordered here and doesn't feel things normally. And that's why they chose me. That's why they chose me, because I am emotional, I am expressive, I am loving, why, that kind of thing. But the thing is, when a narcissist does choose you, they want to take that from you, and they will beat you with a stick because you can actually feel emotion. Yeah, so not nice to actually. How many people have been through that? How many people have been with a sociopathia or a narcissist? And I don't want to get into that, but how many lovely, empathic people who feel emotion from your authentic self from within, and you express it out, and you feel life. They chose you for that, okay? They chose you for that. How many people have actually gone through that here? How many? Okay. Hi, Vandy. I can relate to this. My ex of 8 years is a narcissist extreme, but I also believe within twin flames, absolutely. You're meant to meet because they're looking at you with all this expression and love, and they're actually thinking, how come you have this and I can't feel this? And I was like whipped as a child for even having any emotion. To don't be so pathetic and stop crying and be a man kind of thing, or a woman. Wasn't even allowed to have emotion. It could be why you met, because they're then questioning, why do you so freely pour out this emotion? And I can't even do that. So you're possibly right. Twin flames. So many odd synchronicities in our entire lives that we share with no one else. Yes. The thing is, though, be careful there, Vandy, because you may be talking about that bond, that trauma bond. That they do create a trauma bond. I know things about you that nobody else knows, that you've told me. You've told me all your secrets. and I know everything about you, and then they create this trauma bond that's unbreakable. Is that what you're talking about when you talk about synchronicities? Just saying, okay, just saying. You're welcome. Okay, so yeah, so lots of yeah, everybody's had this experience. Hi, Verna. You're drinking hot tea. That's great. So it's lovely to have this company. We can talk about anything. Ask me anything. It's about anything show. Okay. So we don't have to talk about narcissism, but this is an anything show. Anything goes. And it's just to make it interesting. Okay. So yes, you have got no contact. I think you do in the end. You do in the end, because you kind of, it fits all together like a jigsaw, doesn't it? It's like, oh gosh, you know, they don't feel that there's an oddity there. You know, there's an oddity, and you see this oddity, and it's like they create drama. They create this trauma bond. They want to see you anxious and upset all the time and crying, and then you kind of stop, because you kind of realize this is what they're doing. You kind of stop thinking, wow, you kind of like it to see me upset. You kind of like it to see me distraught. You kind of like to see me struggling. And that's when you start to wake up. That's when you go, no contact. Okay. That's fine. Ask a question. That's fine. If you want to do if you want your own little mini reading, please do a super chat. I'm here. Okay. I'm going to be here for the next 20 minutes because I've been here at 1 hour and 10. So please do. So okay, so like I said, if you want a little mini reading, so let's get along with the daily reading. So I got up to, if you go back, if you rewind when I finished here and do catch up and find out, I said something like, this is all very, you know, we're all kind of in the same boat at the moment with the daily read. And with the daily read, we're keeping it together. We're keeping it all together, okay? We're keeping it all together with the daily read. I'm going along with the daily read as we go. You know, this was our destiny, but the destiny stopped for the time being. The destiny wheel is kind of stopped for a while. Well, that's quite poignant, isn't it? Because I said 6 months, this is going to continue for at least. And then we're going to get tested. So I said, I predicted that. I said, but this is saying the wheel of fortune, the wheel of our life is stopped. And we're trying to keep it together. Well, isn't that poignant, guys? This is the daily read. We're keeping it together. We're seeing every day on the news. We're trying not to watch the news, but we can't help it, can we? We can't help but look at the news. How many more people have passed? Is it kind of, are we doing the right thing by staying indoors? And we're keeping it together because the wheel of fortune is stopped, ceased to move forward. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for the daily read. So yeah, and this one here is, we are waiting. We're defending ourselves. We're defending ourselves. We are defending ourselves from this CV. We're keeping it together. We know the wheel of fortune has stopped. We know this, okay? It's not very nice, is it? It's not very nice. We were living in harmony before. We were living in harmony with the Four of Wands, but now this has gone way upside down, okay? And we're not in harmony anymore. We're trying to keep it together. This future is stopped here for the time being. Not making us very kind of stable in families, lots of things. Of course, this is going to happen. Of course, this is going to happen here, okay? I'm not going to go into this petty dictatorship here, but this is a determination of will. A determination of will from a petty dictator. I'm not going to go into that. I won't go into that here with this daily read. I'm just pulling this out. This happened very, very quickly. This happened quickly. Also, there's news. There's news of a petty dictator that was determined with their will. We're going to hear more and more of this. Okay. Hi there. Hi, Helen, Troy. Hi there, Esmaria. Hi there. And Helen, Troy, thank you for your donation there. Thank you so much. And I don't even know if you want to ask a question there, but you've not put a question, but I'll look out for that. Thank you, JC. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you. Esmarie, so let's have a look here. Thank you. Hi, my question is about my DM. Feel his presence somehow. When will we meet in person? Thank you. Now, can you just maybe I'm a bit silly by not picking that up, but why? What is DM? What is your DM? Just let me know. Okay, so while you're asking me that, I'll just go to Helen Troy's. Okay. It's not underneath your question. It's not underneath your question there, Helen. Not on my chat. It's not underneath your question. Is it possible you can ask that again? Two spaces below. No, I don't see it. I don't see it on here. Sorry. Just ask it again, Helen. Okay. So let's have a look here. Ask again, Helen. Yeah. So, divine masculine. Okay. Soulmate type or thing. Okay. Yeah, I get you. Okay. So I'll ask again here. My question is about divine masculine. Feel his presence somehow. When will I meet in person? Thank you. Yeah, I see you having a child to this person. You're meant to be with someone. I feel that presence too. And I feel a child will be born as well from that person. I don't know whether you're looking for children. You may not even be childbearing age, but I do get that. I think you are childbearing age. So I feel you will have a child with this person. So yeah, so what I pick up, yeah, there is someone. I feel this person is what I pick up with this person. A very quiet, very is a masculine person, but he keeps his feelings to himself, and very, very kind too. Very kind, masculine person, and maybe someone who works with his hands. Someone who works with his hands, and he's a kind of man's man, and he keeps very quiet to himself. And I see you having a child with this person, but he's going to be very supportive. But I have to kind of say, you're going to be wondering what's on this man's mind, okay? Because he's going to be very quiet in his thinking. Don't push this person to say, hey, what are you thinking? And things like that. I don't get a deep thinker. I get someone who's a man's man, who works with his hands, who can't be bothered to. I get, you get these guys, and he's not an intellectual learned person, although intellectual in is what he does with his hands, okay? But I don't get someone who's willing to go deep with philosophy, psychology, that kind of thing. He's willing to go through life not knowing about that, okay? So it says here, keep an open mind. Keep an open mind about this person. You may say, well, he doesn't say an awful lot, because your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, okay? That's the card I got for you. So, as Maria, that's what I get for you. That's answered your question, okay? So there you go. So let's have a look here for your question. Helen, where's your question? Where's your question? Thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you for being here, okay? So I still can't find your question. Where is it, Helen? It's not underneath. I can't see it, Helen, your question at all. So please send me... Please send me your question again, Helen. I don't see it. Okay, so if you do want a mini reading like that, okay, please make a super chat donation, and I will do that for you. It's only fair, I think, because we want to talk about anything on this show. And I'll just bring the camera a bit closer. We want to talk about anything on this show tonight. And I'm going to stay on here for another 10 minutes. And I just want you all to feel well and to feel like you belong here in this community. You feel at home, you feel safe, and you feel you can just forget about what's going on around us, okay? That's what I want to do with all of you, okay? And this is why I'm coming on live for you guys, and staying on longer. I don't normally stay on for an hour and a half. Jay Lucas, thank you for your donation. So let's have a look here at your question. Question, will there be progress in my relationship? And how does he feel about me? Oh, I'm scratching my head here. Okay. Okay, Helen, I don't see your question. So just ask me again. It's not a big problem. Vandy can't see either. No, I can just ask me again. So let me do J. Lucas. Will there be progress in my relationship? Well, I get good news for you. I get a yes, okay, coming through that. No doubt. If I get any issues, I will tell you. But I get, will there be progress in this relationship? Yes. I just feel you have to cool down, because I get you saying, where is this going? Where is this relationship going? Where are we going with this? Stop doing that, okay? You can say that now and again when the timing is right. When the timing is right, you can turn around and say, where is this going? Just kind of, but don't kind of put your cards on the table and say that. He'll know exactly. You have to be careful. You have to get to know someone before you actually say, where is this going? Okay. So don't say that. I mean, are you likely to, have you said that so far? Because I do pick that up. There's no need to say this because I see this flowing nicely into the future. I think this person is concerned about you, and that's something to note for all of us. If we're going through something like we're going through, you expect a phone call or something to say, how are you doing? How is it going with you? If they care about you, okay. So I think this is good. I feel this is positive. I do feel this person asked you, are you okay? How are you coping? How's it going with you? You know, those vibrations that I get is the vibrations I get here, the energies I get here, J. Lucreus, is good. Okay, so this is positive. Don't rush it. Take your time. Don't put all your cards on the table. This is another lesson too. Take your time. Be nonchalant. Be laid back. Just take it easy. Get to know this person. If he shows signs of compassion, love, you know, and caring, you're on the right track. Okay, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. So, well, I'm going to pull out some cards for you, J. Lucreus. Great news, though. Great positive energies coming through here. I feel a shiver down my spine over this. Okay. Yeah, so I think this is great. Just be good, because I feel, because we're going through this stupid time at the moment, I think we're all trying, aren't we, to bring in positive energies. Oh, let's not argue. Oh, let's you know, life's too short. Let's make this a good time. Let's spend time together. We don't know what's around the corner. All those kind of sayings are coming out at this present time. And I feel this is what's happening with you. You're taking it easy. You're laid back. You're kind of nonchalant. And that's the way to be. Let's just chill out. We don't need any more pressure, the more than what we've got. So this is good. Okay, these energies I'm getting here. So very supportive. I'm getting that too, supportive. Look at that. This is the card I pull out for you, J. Lucreus, is give this relationship a damn chance. Because, wow, that's a good one. Okay. Work on this relationship. It's a good one. It's going somewhere. So don't worry about that. And I think you know that already, don't you? You know that already. So, Helen, let's have a look. Well, there may be a ghost on here. Who knows? I haven't done anything. Maybe I'm not meant to ask that question. Okay. What's that, darling? Helen Choi, I usually just go to her PayPal. We'll never do Super Chat again. Oh, okay. No, it's okay. Just ask the question. Just ask the question. I don't think it's got anything to do with Super Chat. But if you want to do the donation, that's okay. Okay, so I didn't see your question. I don't see your question, Helen. I don't see your question. Does anybody see Helen's question? I can't see it. Nobody sees your question, Helen. Okay, where is it in capital letters? Let me see if I can find it. I can't. Is my computer a ghost? Is that your question? Is my computer a ghost? Is that your question? Is that your question? Okay, okay. Is your computer a ghost? I actually pick up that you may have some kind of interference there. Well, I can't say it's a ghost, or I feel there is some interference. Okay. All I see is you've asked me a question. Is your computer a ghost? I really I really don't see any other question. Right. What I shall do, Helen, give me an email, okay, and ask me the question, because I do not see your question. I ask if her computer is a ghost. That's all I've got here. So I don't see any other question here. I don't see anything either about a man named Michael. I don't see anything. Okay, Helen's question is, maybe, I don't know whether somebody's took it off. I don't know, but I don't have it here. Okay, I don't know why it's me. I don't know why. Maybe it's been deleted. I don't know. I don't feel anybody's done that. But somebody said here, Helen's question is, a man named Michael is my soulmate or my twin flame. Okay, so she's asking if Michael is a twin flame. Okay, I don't see it here. I don't know why. Sorry about that, Helen. Is he your twin flame? We got your question. Okay. So Helen, is Michael your twin flame? I don't know what you're worried about, because I feel this is a long-term relationship, Helen. That's what I pick up here. I feel you know this guy, this Michael. There's a lot of passion in this relationship. There's a lot of passion. I think you should allow yourself to enjoy this relationship, as this says, okay, Helen. I feel this is a good relationship. Is he your twin flame? Yeah, I feel you know, twin flames, I know something about twin flames. You come together to heal each other, but other reasons too. So I feel that you have come together to heal this situation, to heal here. This is also a past lover, a past, because twin flames go from your past life into the present life and into the future until you resolve this problem. So yes, I feel he is your twin flame, because he's here to heal a family issue. Or yeah, he's here to, I get like a past life. This person passed before they saw their children grow. Now, if you look at this, this man here, this picture of this man and two children. And this man never saw his 2 children grow. I feel this is a past life love too. So this is someone who keeps coming back. To try to heal this. So I would say this is a past life. Twin flame relationship. Yes, I do get that. Okay. Does that answer your question here? Twin flame relationships can be a little bit turbulent, as we know. Maybe we don't know, but they can be. Okay, guys, thank you. I got your question in the end, Helen, and I think that's he's on his 4th wife. None have been me. Yeah, from his past life, he's searching to heal. Yeah, he's searching. Maybe that's why he's been married 4 times, because he's searching to heal that family, healing those family issues. Okay. So thank you. And okay, PJB, hi there. Please tell me about Danny. Yeah, so please tell me about that. That was a good reading, Helen, don't you think? That was a good reading in the end. I feel that was really poignant. Okay. So please tell me about Danny. So what I will do here, Danny. Well, Danny comes across as pretty happy-go-lucky. He's always looking on the bright side, not the negative. I think that's a good sign. That is a good sign when somebody is always, but then it can be a bad sign if they're not going to take life, things that are serious in life, serious, such as the CV, as making a joke of it, not taking it serious, trying to look at the entertainment side. You know, those people that look at the entertainment side of this crisis in the world, this CV, and not looking at the realistic side. And people say, oh, let's be lighthearted about it. Let's not get too, it's not that bad. And let's just try to get through that. No, not even try to get through this. Just looking at the laughter, making a joke of it, and trying to. And when I see somebody like that, they're in denial. They're in denial of, and that's a big red flag, that anything serious that comes up in life, they will be in denial of it, making a big joke of things. So it can be, I feel this Danny can lean that way a little bit. And I get the Page of Swords, can be a little bit immature. Sees the bright side of life. Is that realistic? Or would you like somebody who also sees things can get bad in life, but you deal with it, and we support each other, and not put that head in the sand and kind of deny that anything bad's going on? But do you know what I'm saying here? Do you know what I'm saying, PJB? I picked that up with this guy, but he's a good guy. He has a laugh, and he tries to keep things very upbeat, but sometimes that can be irritating. Does that make sense? Sometimes that could be irritating. And if you kind of get serious and say, we need to sit down and talk, this person will kind of make a big argument out of it. Well, what do you mean sit down and talk? So there is an immaturity there. Again, I have to say, it's your choice what you do about this person. I feel you would be the, it's up to you. If you want to be the parent in this relationship, if you want to be forced into a corner and say, you're going to be the grown-up, you're going to deal with all the grown-up things, and you are going to do that. And I'm just going to look on the brighter side of life, and you're going to enable that I look at life in a very upbeat kind of way. Okay. So that's what I pick up with this Danny. I hope that's not too... PJB is 19. Well, I would expect that from a 19-year-old. And I'm sorry that's heavy, PJB. Do you mind me asking? There you go. I am the parent already. I picked that up in this. Yeah. I've told you what Danny's like. And that is spot on. You told me. Are you older than him, PJB? Are you older than him? So I need to wait till you come through. Yeah, so that's what I get with your Danny. I think you knew that already, but you would be the parent in that relationship, and I think you already know that. Okay, let's have a look at some of your comments here. Well, I hope, Helen, that looks that I felt that was a good read for you. Very kind of, when I said I picked up that card that he's trying to fix family issues, I feel in the present and in the past life. So yeah, and you're healing each other through that too. Hi, Debbie said, how are you? Lovely to see you. I will be going shortly because I've been on here forever. Yeah, Helen, what did you say? I've caught up on your message. Very interesting, Yvonne. Thank you very much. And thank you, everyone, for helping. Yeah, sorry I didn't get that message straight away. I didn't get it at all. And I don't know what's happening. When you said, is your computer a ghost? Maybe it is. Okay. Yeah, so why you see, that's poignant, isn't it? That why is he that card that I picked up, a past life, that he's trying to fix family issues, and yet he's still trying to fix family issues in this life. Okay. I find that fascinating. I really do. I can't find that card now, but I pulled that out for you. And PJ, maybe you don't want to tell us, PJB, if you're older than him, but I get he's immature. He's only 19. He's got a lot of growing to do. So you can expect that from a 19-year-old, wanting it all to be fun. Wanting it all to be like at the theme park every day. Wanting it, making a joke of this CV things and this world issues and can't take it in and in denial. You could expect that from a youngster. I would call him a youngster. That's what I picked up for you. Okay. So he's your son. You would have to be a parent to him. Wow. Well, I didn't know that. When you said, tell me about Danny, it could have been your partner. And I picked up you're having to be a parent to him because he's immature and he's in denial. Well, I thought you were talking about a partner. And I as it was coming through, I was thinking, my God, how is she going to put up with that? She will have to be the parent all his life. So there you go. You are his parent. Wow, isn't that amazing? I love that. When I get that, I love that. Brilliant. And on that note, guys, I'm going to call it a night. And thank you for coming here. I hope you've been entertained. And thank you so much. And we've all got our stories to tell. And we've all got our wishes and hopes in life that things will move forward in a positive sense. For whatever that is, if it's your children, if it's your partner, whoever it is, okay. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of protection. Take care of yourself. And I have to say, before I go, this CV, I predicted last week that this was going to go on at least for a year, 6 months. I think they will start testing, but this is going to go on a long time, guys. So don't think this is going to be over in 2 weeks at Easter or anything like that. Will we get together, be able to have get-togethers at Christmas? I think if your test is clear and your family's test is clear, then yes. This vaccine, I predicted, will not be available till at least not for this winter, but the winter after. So it's going to go on for some time. Okay. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings. I'd love all of you. Okay. And thank you so much for being here. Now, when will I be here again? It's Sunday, so possibly Tuesday. Okay, if you want to come and you've missed out on your own little mini reading or anything like that, please come on Tuesday. I'm going to do a live show on Tuesday at the same time for people, all of us on lockdown here. Okay. For familiar people's names, familiar faces, and make us feel all at home and cozy, and we can forget about this for a little while. Okay. See you Tuesday. Lots of love. And also I will be uploading Patreon either tonight or tomorrow. I feel tomorrow now, but I'm sorry if I've not done that for a week or so. For a week, because I've been having my own issues moving from here, there, and everywhere. So, I was going to say, the US, Donald Trump is not going to pay for, as predicted. Didn't I say they were going to go to Malibu, and that Canada was just a stepping stone? I predicted this just after they got married, Meghan and Harry. I want to move away from Meghan and Harry. I'm a bit sick of that. I don't know what you feel. I'm a bit sick of it. I'm going to say that I'm not going to do much on that anymore. But the odd thing, but I did predict that after they got married, that go directly back to America as they did, and to Malibu. So there you go. Another prediction come true. I'm still waiting for that pregnancy though. I wonder who's pregnant. I'm betting, I'm thinking they've got a secret pregnancy there already. I don't know what that move, there seemed to be urgent move there. And I also get Eugenie too. Yeah, I predicted that. But Donald Trump is refusing flatly not to pay for their security, and they have got to pay for their own security. Okay. And also in the UK, we have Boris Johnson's got the CV, and also Prince Charles has got the CV, so we'll need to keep on top of what's happening there. Sorry, I've got a shoulder, like a pain in my shoulder. I get now and again. I think I need a good kind of osteopath. So, yeah, all this stuff is going on, and they keep putting out stupid articles about Meghan and Harry. Yeah, I've had enough. I'm tired of it. It was okay after, when they got married and how that was going to pan out, but it's over. That's over now, don't you feel? Meghan and Harry, it's kind of over now, I feel. So thank you so much, everyone. Take care of yourself, keep safe. All come back to me on Tuesday, all healthy and staying indoors, taking all the protocols seriously. Don't want any illnesses of anybody who's watching on here. Okay, so see you on Tuesday at the same time. Okay, and take care. Love all of you, and bye for now. Bye bye.